Okay, so now the pot's 390. No one seems to want to bet this thing, so maybe my jack's good. Small ball again, 95 into pot of 390. I'll quickly find out if someone's got queen king or a couple hearts or whatever. Okay, so red XX is sitting on his aces over here. Or sitting on something, so no problem. 95, little tester bet. This is queen 10 off in the small blind. Now something to factor in here is that both of these players have one has 1400, one has 1500. So worst case scenario, if I flop a straight or two pair or something, worst case scenario is I'd still be down to my original starting stack of 1500. That's marginal right there to call that. I could have just let it go for 180, especially since I'm obviously out of position. But arguably I could afford it at that point. And queen 10's not the worst hand in the world. In fact, look at that. So all on a call. My instinct actually was just to fold that and conserve at that point because I've been winning a couple hands. So my instinct was to fold and conserve, but well, at my chip stack there, like I said, the worst that could happen. All right, so this guy's pipped, and that'll do it for 8 jack. Great play there. 8 jack of hearts. He's the one that raised it to begin with. Well out of position, obviously, so that was a mistake. So here's our old friend, queen 3, but this time it's offsuit, and no need to get messy at this point. 3 players out, only 6 of us left. I'm second in chips, so no problems. The table image players probably have of me right now is that I'm a little bit loose. Not necessarily tight aggressive, loose aggressive, not even aggressive, just simply loose. Wow. Oh, quad 7s. How about that? You saw it right here. Quad 7s taking out kings. You gotta love it. And that put me third in chips. Well, now Google is probably steaming right now on the big blind, so not the ideal time to make a move. Yep, there it goes. That was pretty easy to avoid. Actually, he's gooby. And look at that, he got a real hand. In reality, he's got a spade draw. made Broadway. In reality, he was actually playing somewhat tight up until that point, so wouldn't have been the worst move if he had behaved in the manner, but he actually caught a good hand there. So got a couple ducks here, limped from early position, and there it be, Gooby betting out to me. Now this flop's rainbow. A 4 or 5 would scare me off, but not a jack. Jack's not a problem. So now with 2 spades on the board. Now she only has 905 left, so this is one of my favorite moves. She has 1225. I'm going to make the bet 1224 to leave her $1 left. Should she elect to call me with her ace, which I hope she has, but she went away. So my ducks did okay there, put me in first chip position again. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to show my cards there. Probably would have been better to have showed that I smooth called on the flop and then got to show my wow, flopped a straight with ace 3. That would have been scary in my last hand. Would have been better to show that, because then they would know that when I'm checking down hands, I'm in good shape. Now she's got a pretty healthy stack here, but still pocket 3s are favored over a random hand, so let's raise it up to 315 and see where I stand. Okay, 7-8 jack, sort of middle of the deck, not crazy about it. Let's make a 1/3 pot size bet. Let's see what happens here. 6, 7, 8. Jack. Well, it's pretty safe to say I'm in trouble. So too bad, so sad. I was the odds-on favorite before the flop, but looks like she caught. 33% chance that someone's going to hit a pair in the flop. Okay, now this is an interesting situation I see a lot, and I'm going to fold this one. 2-5 suited, excuse me. Horrible hand. Calling this 345. Let me get time here. 345, calling into a pot of 940. So getting roughly about 3 to 1. You know, 3 to 1 roughly. With 2-5. Is 2-5 worth 3 to 1? They got each other's outs? Well, not anymore. But it's an interesting hand just because likely it'll check down and there won't be any problems and I could hit big. Alright, so now we're down to the money. 5-6 suited on the button. See if I can just take down some blinds, and I did, thank goodness. So chip stacks, I'm still in first now. Not by much though, nothing to write home about. At this point, looking around the table, I don't see anyone that's acting wild, crazy, loose, out of the ordinary. I think we've got pretty much normal behaving players here. Alright, let's raise to 341. That's 3.41 times the big blind. 5-player table here, so I only have 4 players to contend with now. Hopefully my bet has thrown them off. Oh, okay, that hand's over. That was another easy steal the blinds. Something weird just happened there with the software, as you just saw. Yeah, I took them down, but I didn't see what happened. Okay, so she's raised in the small blind. No need to defend here. Although I am getting 4 to 1 odds, but she's not let on that she's anything other than a pretty solid player. Don't know what happened on that last hand. So right now, I'm not in the money yet. Got 2 more players to knock out. In terms of getting to the money, it arguably is the case I should just sit back and wait because someone will self-destruct. The problem is no one is really low on chips at this point. No one is extremely low, so I might have to stay a little bit involved. Red X has been awfully quiet. I can respect that. Alright, blinds are now up, so I'm going to have to pump this up a little bit. 326 sounds like a good number. About 2.8 times the big blind, and that'll take it down. Alright. Queen King's a worthy hand. Now, Gooby, who's been pissed off earlier, is now in the big blind. And worst that could end up here is down to 2,000 should I get called and have to play this hand. Oh, okay, that's another easy steal. Or semi-steal, if you will. Now let's get a little bit wonky here. 391 is the raise. That's 3.2 times the big blind. And I got a caller. 445 is not likely to have helped her. It really isn't. My hand should be the best at this point. Now she might have King Jack and call me with overs, but nope, she elected to let it go. And now really and truly, 2 players are 1,200 and 1,300, and I've got 3,900, so I really can just cruise into the money if I so elect. This isn't the World Series of Poker where, you know, you want all the glory for first and you'll take chances to keep moving ahead. This is grinding it out and getting in the money.